Children, today's class is continuation of chapter 4, linear equation in two variables. The last class we discussed about the graph of a linear equation in two variables, and from the graph we could make out that a linear equation in two variables will have infinite number of solutions in the form of ordered pair. Exercise 4.3, question number 1. Draw the graph of each of the following linear equations in two variables. Two of them I will work out and the remaining you can try on your own. The first one, x plus y is equal to 4. X plus y is equal to 4. The rule is, in a random way you can give the values for x or y. If x is equal to 0, 0 plus y is equal to 4, or y value is 4. X is equal to 1, 1 plus y is equal to 4, or y is equal to 4 minus 1, 3. When x equal to 2, 2 plus y is equal to 4, or y is equal to 4 minus 2, which is equal to 2. We make the ordered pair x, y as 0, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2. The coordinate system with two perpendicular axes, x, o, x dash and y, o, y dash. Positive direction of the x-axis and negative direction of the x-axis. Positive direction of y-axis and negative direction of y-axis. The scale we have taken is x-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, and y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. The point 0,4, the point 0,4 is the point here. 1, 3, 1, 3 is a point here, and 2, 2. 2, 2 is a point right here. When you join it, you are getting a straight line, and you will name the line as x plus y is equal to 4. The scale factor is very important when you are asked to draw the graph, as for different questions the scale factor may change. Question number 2. Draw the graph of 3 is equal to 2x plus y. The fourth subdivision. 3 is equal to 2x plus y. It's very well the same, as you can rearrange. 2x plus y is equal to 3. If x is equal to 0, 2 into 0 plus y is equal to 3, or the value of y is also 3. If x is equal to 1, 2 into 1 plus y is equal to 3, or y is equal to 3 minus 2, 1. If x is equal to 2, 2 into 2 plus y is equal to 3 gives you y is equal to minus 1. The similar way you can form axis xy. First value is 0, 3. Second value is 1, 1, and the third value is 2, minus 1. On a similar axis, the positive direction of the x-axis. It's 2 minus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. The values are 0, 3 will give you the point 1, 1, and 2 minus 1. Again, the straight line joining. These 3 points will give you the graph of 3 is equal to 2x plus y. Here also the scale is x-axis. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. The remaining 2 questions you can try on your own. Question 2. Give the equation of 2 lines passing through 214. How many more such lines are there and why? They wanted you to give 2 equations for 2 lines passing through the point 2 and 14. When an ordered pair is given, we consider the first value as the value of x and the second value as value of y. What you can do is, any numbers you can select to x minus 3y or x plus 5y. You can take the left hand side in any way. Substitute the value of x as 2 and y as 14, and then you can give the value for the RHS. So for the first equation, 2 into 2 minus 3 into 14. 4 minus 14 into 3 is 42, is minus 38. And the second equation is 2 plus 14 into 5 is 2 plus 70, which is equal to 72. So any 2 equations you can give on your own in this format. Now the question is, how many lines are passing through the point 214? Given a point, you can draw as many lines passing through that point, and so the answer for the subdivision is, there are many lines passing through the point 214, or 214 is a solution for infinite number of lines. The ordered pair 3, 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y is equal to ax plus 7. Find the value of a. The same procedure, substitute the value of y as 4 and x as 3. 3 into 4 is equal to a into 3 plus 7. 12 is equal to 3a plus 7. 12 minus 7, 5 is equal to 3a, or the value of a is 5 by 3. This is an important 1 mark question. Question number 4. The taxi fare is in the city is as follows. For the first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8, and for the subsequent distance, it is rupees 5 per kilometer. Taking the distance covered as x kilometer and the total fare as rupees y, write a linear equation and draw its graph. So let the total distance is equal to x and the total fare, let it be rupees y. To understand easily, let me represent the distance by this straight line. Let AB represents the total distance of x kilometer and AC represent the first kilometer. That means AC part represents 1 kilometer. If the total AB is x and AC takes 1, what will be the length of BC is x minus 1 kilometer. Now, the fare for the first kilometer is rupees 8, and the fare for each kilometer thereafter is rupees 5 per kilometer. And the total amount is given as y. So what will be the equation? The equation will be, for the first kilometer 8 rupees plus, for 1 kilometer 5 rupee. Therefore, for x minus 1 kilometer, x minus 1 into 5 is equal to the total amount we have taken as y, or 8 plus 5x minus 5 is equal to y. 3 plus 5x is equal to y, or 5x minus y is equal to minus 3. So this is the linear equation. To draw the graph, let's take the points. If x is equal to 0, 5 into 0 minus y is equal to minus 3. Minus y is equal to minus 3, or y value is 3. If x is equal to 1, 5 into 1 minus y is equal to minus 3. 5 minus y is equal to minus 3. Minus y is equal to minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8, or the value of y is equal to 8. If x is equal to minus 1, 5 into minus 1 minus y is equal to minus 3. Minus 5 minus y is equal to minus 3. Minus y is equal to 2, or the value of y is equal to minus 2. In case you find the value of y as 8 is slightly bigger, you can go for the value of x as negative 2, because you understood that when you take the value of x as negative, by transposing, the values are becoming positive, and so the final answer is becoming little smaller. If x is equal to minus 2, 5 into minus 2 minus y is equal to minus 3. Minus 10 minus y is equal to minus 3. Minus y is equal to minus 3 plus 10 is positive 7, or y is equal to negative 7. By forming the table, x is equal to, the table shows that x is equal to 0, 3, 1, 8, minus 1, minus 2, minus 2, minus 7. By taking any 3 points, you can plot the graph and you will get a straight line. Question number 6. If the work done by a body on application of constant force is directly proportional to the distance travelled by the body, express it in the form of an equation in 2 variables and draw the graph of the same by taking the constant force as 5 units. Also read from the graph the work done when the distance travelled is 2 units and 0 unit. If the work done on the application of a constant force is directly proportional to the distance travelled, let the work done is equal to x and the distance travelled be y. So the formula is work done is directly proportional to the distance, or we take it as W is equal to a constant force into distance. That is, here they have told you that a constant force is applied as 5 units, which shows that the equation is x is equal to 5y. Now, for considering the graph, you can take as if y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. There is no harm in taking x also. If y is equal to 1, x takes the value 5 into 1, 5, or if y is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 5. Or you can also plot as if x is equal to 0, 0 is equal to 5y, or y value will be 0. Now, if you take x equal to 1, 1 is equal to 5y represents 5 is equal to 1 by 5, which is a fraction. To avoid it, you can take the multiples of 5. The value of x as multiples of 5. So that if x takes 5, 5 is equal to 5y, or y is equal to 1. If x is equal to 10, you can take 10 is equal to 5y, or the value of y is equal to 2. Instead of plotting fractions, you can make it as whole numbers by this method. And now the graph will be plotted as 0, 0, 5, 1, minus 5, minus 1. Any of these points can be taken. And the question, draw the graph of it by using these points. The question based on it is, find from the graph, find the work done when the distance travelled is 2 units. Find the work done. We have taken the value of work as x units if the distance travelled is y. So from graph for y is equal to 2, find x, and for y equal to 0, find x. This is the meaning of the question. And to double check your answer will be x is equal to 5y represents for this. The answer will be x is equal to 10 units. And here it will be x is equal to 0 units. You can draw the graph and confirm the answers. Number 7. Yamini and Fatima, 2 students of class 9 of a school, together contributed rupees 100 towards the Prime Minister's Relief Fund to help the earthquake victims. Write a linear equation which satisfies this data. You may take their contributions as rupees x and rupees y. Draw the graph of the same. Let the amount contributed by Yamini be rupees x and amount by Fatima be rupees y. So the equation says that the total amount is 100, so that the equation is formed as x plus y is equal to 100. For drawing the graph, instead of taking x is equal to 1, 2, etc., you can go for a bigger number. If x is equal to 50, y is also will taking the value 50. If x is equal to 60, 60 plus y equal to 100 gives you y as 40. If x is equal to 40, y is equal to 100 minus 40 is 60, and you can draw the graph as 50, 50, points as 60, 40 and 40, 60. In the coordinate system, you can plot the points in the x-axis and y-axis with 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. That is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. The negative side of the negative side of the y-axis. Now 50, 50 will represent a point approximately here. 60, 40, 60, 40 and 40, 60 and 40, 60. 40, 60, which gives you the required straight line, and the question is draw the graph of the same. And here the scale factor is very important. You must mention the scale as x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units and y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. Question number 8. In countries like USA and Canada, the temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India, it is measured in Celsius. Here is a linear equation that converts Fahrenheit into Celsius. The formula is F is equal to 9 by 5C plus 32. Draw the graph of the linear equation using Celsius scale for x and Fahrenheit for y-axis. Take x and y. So the equation has turned into y is equal to 9 by 5x plus 32. For giving the value of x as the multiples of 5, and since it is a positive sign here, if you give negative values, the answers will become reduced. So let's give the first value of x as minus 5. Y is equal to 9 into minus 5 by 5 plus 32, which gives you 32 minus 9, which is equal to 32, 9 to 12 is 3, 23. if x takes the value, the next multiple, if you take it as minus 10, y is equal to 9 by 5 into minus 10 plus 32. 32 minus 18 is the same as 14. If x takes the value minus 15, y is equal to 9 by 5 into minus 15 plus 32, or 32 minus 27, which is equal to 5. Thus, the values can be plotted as xy as minus 5 and 23, minus 10, 14, minus 15 and 5. After calculation of points, by seeing the measures to be plotted, you can adjust the axis system by taking more of positive values, less of negative values, or more of positive values of x and less negative values of y, and so on. Thus, x values are minus 5, minus 10, minus 15, which represents that it can be as minus 5, minus 10 and minus 15. So the scale factor will be x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units, 5, 10, etc. And the y-axis 23, 14, 5. You can adjust the scale on the y-axis in such a way that the points 5, 14, 23, it need not be compulsorily 5, 10. You can take it as y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units, or can be plotted as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 and 24. Negative side as minus 2, minus 4 and etc. The point minus 5, 23 will correspond approximately minus 5, 23, minus 10, 14, minus 10, 14, third point minus 15, 5, minus 15 with 5. And when you join, it will be a straight line. This is the graph representing f is equal to 9 by 5 c plus 32. The remaining subdivisions are by calculation and not from the graph. You can calculate it by substituting the values of x or y as given in the question. In the introduction part, we have studied how to plot the points like 2, 0, minus 5, 0, 0, 6, 0, 3 and so on, and 0, 0. The point 2, 0, the point minus 5, 0 represents 2 points on the x-axis. So what is the peculiarity? On x-axis, the y-coordinate or ordinate is 0. Similarly, if you plot 0, 3 or 0, 6 on the y-coordinate, on the y-axis, on y-axis, the x-coordinate or abscissa is 0. On x-axis, y-coordinate is 0, and on y-axis, x-coordinate is 0, which gives you a general note that any point on x-axis is x0 and any point on y-axis is 0, y. An equation for x-axis. That means if you want to write an equation for x-axis, on the x-axis we know that the y-coordinate is 0. An equation for x-axis is y is equal to 0. Similarly, what is an equation for y-axis? It is x is equal to 0. Now, if you take an equation, example of an equation as x is equal to 2. If you relate this as an equation in one variable, you can plot the value of x equal to 2. That is, if x equal to 2 is an equation in one variable x, you can plot it on a real number line. That means you will draw a number line. You can plot the value of x as 2 and you can write there, this point represents x is equal to 2. Now, how do you represent x equal to 2 as an equation in two variables? Let us represent x is equal to 2 as an equation in two variables and see what is the graph of this equation. X equal to 2 says that the value of x is 2 and plus 0y is equal to 2, or the y value, whatever you are taking, will get multiplied with 0 and so the x value will remain 2 always. When you consider the general form as ax plus by is equal to c, a is the value 1, b is the value 0 and c is the value 2. If the equation x equal to 2 has to be expressed as an equation in two variables, we have to write it as x plus 0y is equal to 2, where a takes the value 1, b takes the value 0 and c takes the value 2 if we compare with the general form. Let's see what will happen to the value of x, that is, will it remain the same if the value of y is given as when y is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 1 or y is equal to 2. When you substitute the value of y is equal to 1, 0 into 1 is 0, thus the x value remains the same. If you give the value of y as minus 1 also, 0 into minus 1 is 0 or the x value remains same. When the value of y is 2, 0 into 2 is 0, therefore again x is equal to 2. So how do you plot the point as 2, 1? You will plot the points as 2, 1 and 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 and 2, 2. From this, what did you understand? That the equation x equal to 2 can also be represented as an equation in two variables as x plus 0y equal to 2 and the graph of x equal to 2 is a line parallel to y-axis through 2. That is, any equation of the form x equal to a or any number will be a line parallel to the y-axis through the given number. What will be the graph of y is equal to minus 4? When you take y as minus 4, it can be expressed as 0 plus 1y is equal to minus 4 or 0x plus 1y is equal to minus 4. So, whatever be the value you are taking for x as 1, minus 1, 2, 0 into 1 is 0, y value will be minus 4. Minus 1, again y is minus 4. If x takes the value 2 also, y value is minus 4, which shows that 1 minus 4, 1 minus 4, this will be the line 1 minus 4, minus 1 minus 4, minus 1 minus 4, and 2 minus 4, positive 2 minus 4. So what will be the graph of y equal to minus 4? The graph of y equal to minus 4 is a line parallel to x-axis through minus 4. Thus, the equations of this form can be expressed as in one variable as well as in two variables. In one variable, it will represent a point on the number line, whereas in two variables, it will represent a straight line parallel to the concerned axis. Calculate points for linear equation. You can refer my video on class 10, chapter 3, solution by graphical method, where we will be plotting the points for two equations